The colors are much brighter. Kind of more of a grungy look. I'm going to show you a few things first before we start. And I know a lot of people aren't familiar with sequence waists. And what I'm going to show you is, this is what sequence waist is. Can you guys see that okay? A lot of people don't know, you know, when you say sequence waist, they say, oh, what is that? Where do I get that? I mean, you can't really, I think I ordered this off a line. I mean, I couldn't find it anywhere around here. So what I did was, I made my own. Now, here's the thing. I have rheumatoid arthritis, so my hands do not work like I would like them to. So you can start out like I did here and do as straight as you want. I used the crocodile, which is absolutely delicious. However, for hands that hurt, I wish I had a small little hole punch where I could have done a better, you know, more even, more normal thing. However, this is what I ended up doing because my hands just don't want to cooperate. And all you do with that is you take your hole punch and you just start punching, you know, in a line, whatever, you know, whatever way you want to do it. Like I said, if you want to do it perfectly and draw the lines and do all that so it's very even, I say go for it. I, however, don't do that. So anytime you see sequence waist, this is great to, you know, to pick up and buy. But if you can't, you can make your own. And you can make it as big or as little. Today I made it small. You can make it as big and little or as little as you choose. However, I have these foam things I got in a package. They're very thick foam. And I cut it down to 2 different square sizes. So those are little stampies. I took a piece of cardboard and I took the scissors, the decorative scissors, which you could do any kind of cut on. I think I actually used the scissors that you use to cut to you know, so it doesn't fray. I can't recall what they're called right now, but you could use decorative scissors to make lines. Of course, bubble wrap if you choose. And to make circles, I used the bottom of my glue stick, which I'm also going to use my glue stick to show you how to do the star. Okay, so to get started, we just paint our journal page white. Red. And then we're going to take white, and what I did was I put a little bit of water in a little cup. I took my white. I'm checking every once in a while, make sure y'all can see. So if putting caps every once in a while. Put a little bit of white in there. Took my brush. Gave it a good stir. You just want it very liquidy. Okay. Get your brush full. Lift up your page. Make sure you have napkins or paper underneath. And start dripping. Now you can make this thicker if you want, which I'll do with the blue on the opposite side so you can see. I mean, this is just freeing and so much fun. Now for my other side, I'll do blue, and what I'll show you is I just take the blue and I just do little boopies. And then I take my spray bottle, which these I got at Walmart, or you can get at the drugstore in the travel section for like 79 cents, or you could buy a mini mister, and I spray. So it just mixes. And if you want to take your brush and add a little bit more, you know, push, you can wet your brush and just kind of rub it a little bit more. I use water all the time, so you know, just to kind of give it that a little bit more spray. I mean, look how fun that is. That is fantastic. So that's step one. Now I'm going to look up any questions with step 1. No? Okay, great. It's very simple, but doesn't it look? It looks so much fun and, you know, freeing. Cynthia's freeing. Next, I take, this is my sample of my dry one, and I take a piece of journal paper. I have books I buy from the dollar store constantly where I just have text, and I cut out a star. Independence Day, we're independent, star. And what I did was I took my glue stick, I wrinkled it a little bit just to kind of give it texture. You can leave it straight, you can do whatever you want with it. And I just put my glue stick on it. Nothing fancy. You can use gel medium, you can use whatever you have. Glue sticks, you know, are great to have around for little things. And you can put it wherever you want. I'll put it right here, but you can put it on the top, in the corner. You can do whatever you want. Just press it around. And you see, we got our star on there. And then, ta-da! I got my star. It's dry. Make sure it's dry before you continue on. This is my other paper that I did. And now we're going to start some of the texture. First we'll use now I like to use, let me find my brush real quick. I like to use brush for this. You can use a makeup sponge, you can use a paper towel, you can use a stencil brush, you can use whatever you want to get your texture on here, whatever way you want. I think I'm going to do a red and then a blue different one, different kind of texture. And I'm going to show you the difference between the sequence and the one that I made. So you can decide which one you like, if you want to just kind of randomly do it, or if you want it in a sequence like you would get on the sequence waist. I just do a little bit of the white paint, and I just pat it on all over the paper. And when you lift it up, you have a great texture. What else I like to do is I like to paint my star a certain color. I meant to grab my gold, and I did blue on the one, but unfortunately I forgot to grab my gold. So what I'm going to do is very quickly, and you can do this whatever color you want, I just kind of do my star. You can bring it out to the edges if you want. You can do whatever you want. It's yours. Do whatever you want. I did forget that step prior to the... But you get my drift. And then I just take my paper towel and I will texturize it so you can see the writing underneath. And you can even see some of the white. So far, we're doing that. Now here is the regular sequence. Do a little bit of that. And it's called sequence waist. Again, like I said, you can make it yourself and be as perfect as you want to be in making these holes. You see? Maybe I'll put some up here. Sometimes I just kind of go like this just to add some texture for the mixed media. Over the white. And there we go with that. Now, bubble wrap. How much fun is bubble wrap? Let's take some of our red and we'll just put some red on our bubble wrap. Maybe give it a little spray just to make it a little watered down. And stamp. Nothing fancy. We're really just doing a grunge kind of, you want that little bit of grungy look to it. And then we can do let's do some white. With our little stamp. Can you hear my dog snoring? My dog over there snoring. And just wherever you want to do it. It's all up to you. You want to do a different color? Do a different color. And then we have, I will do blue since it's the darkest. I'll just do a little bit up here. How much fun is that? And I will scrape. Just to add texture, do a little bit down here. It'll go over everything. Go this way. And then of course what I like to do, because I'm always wiping with mixed media, is wipe a little bit off. Why are you laughing?
Because he was watching you open up Kelly.
Oh. A little bit of wetness. You want to scrape a little bit more, add a little bit more to add underneath. Go for it. And last but not least, we're going to do our little circles, which I love. And I usually have my big circle thing with me, and I also rearranged my room. Couldn't find it, so I take my glue stick and I just go on the bottom part and make circles. And it just helps add to the grunge look. And you can use, again, any colors that you want. I did today red, white, and blue because of the holiday. You know, and like I said, I mean, it's endless. These are just several ideas on what to do. And, I mean, that's what you get. Now, if this was mine, I mean, if I'm a water freak. I love drippage. So I would spray and spray and spray and spray and spray and spray and spray. So it all ran down in all different ways and just was crazy. But that's me. Like up here, I'd be like, oh, that's getting on my nerves. I'd leave that go. I'd leave it dry. And then once it's dry, you can write in there, I am independent. And again, this is what you'll get. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to head up back to the regular cam.